Hello again. This is part 3 of my digital imaging tutorial. So in part 2, I showed you how to export or create print-ready digital files, and you can see here I've got my A3, my A4. There's the original scan. In this tutorial, I want to show you how to create a screen-based version, a low-res version for the purposes of emailing to friends or uploading to the internet, Facebook and what have you, blogs. So again, I have to go back into Photoshop. So here we've got the A4 cropped version. Now, if I went to image size, you'll know that this was sized up as A4. But if you look over here, the dimensions are 2400 pixels by 3500 pixels. Now, that's actually quite large for uploading to the internet. You can do it, but then the resolution is good enough for someone to rip it off. If you upload files that are this big and this clear, there's a chance that someone around the world might download it and then print from it and rip you off. So a lot of people that upload files, a lot of professionals, have a limit to how big they are. So I'm going to show you how I will output this for the web. And in Photoshop, they've made my life a lot easier. I just have to go to File and choose this little baby here, Save for Web. Now, this works no matter how many layers you've got, and it doesn't matter how big the file is or what resolution or what color mode. Save for Web is so wonderful that it'll actually compress, flatten, desample. It'll take anything from 300 dpi and automatically convert it to 72. And you don't have to do a lot. Watch this. Just make sure at the top that you've got JPEG. And then here is where you choose your output dimensions. Now, I generally, with all the images I upload, I generally do them at 1200 dpi by whatever the lower number is. So if the height is the high number, I change that to 1200, just like I'm doing now. If the width is the high number, I change that to 1200. But let me tell you, most people, when they are saving images for the web, often referred to as a soft copy, they will choose 800 as the largest dimension, width or height. And look, it's the thing with resolution and the thing with pixel size, you don't want to be too silly and make the width and height too small. Like if you went 300 as your height, this will be really hard to see on a computer screen. It'll be okay or sort of okay on a smartphone, but you want people to admire your work. You want them to see enough detail, crisp enough, sharp enough. So I find 800 is good enough. It's good enough for display purposes, but it's not big enough for people to rip off and print on t-shirts and billboards and what have you. So, and forget about watermarks. Some people get really precious about their intellectual property, their artistic, works, and they put watermarks. They make the size so small. Just don't bother with that. Why would you do that? So, let's go for 800, and then all you do, folks, is click on Save. JPEG 800. Click on Save. And you'll get this window that opens up, and this is all I change here. Obviously, you choose your destination, and all I do here is I get rid of the word A4, and I put the abbreviation LR, which stands for low resolution. So every time I see a file that has LR, I know that's my Save for Web version. And I can click on Save. It's done it. I can then close A4. Don't save this because you don't want to save it. You just opened it up to save it for the web. And then if I go back to the desktop, there is my low-res version waiting for me. And if I just click on this little icon here, you can see The low-res version is only 73 kilobytes. It still looks pretty good. The print versions, which are high-res, are in the megabytes. They're huge. But that's how simple it is. So I hope you liked that little session. And I'll see you shortly. Bye-bye.